Going over Rammus's masteries and rune pages. As you see, masteries are 1, 18, and 11. And these runes are 78 health, 11 armor, 8.5 MP5, and 15 armor pen. Gives you a little MP5 for later in the game. Hello and welcome to one of our guides from angrylemongaming. I'm Sharday, playing Rammus today. I'm going to give you a quick run through on jungling and ganking with the Rammus. Some of the core items you want to buy at the beginning are a cloth armor and 5 health pots. And as Rammus, you can start at blue buff without much of a problem. Going ahead and picking your first ability as W, so we'll go ahead and do that. And Rammus is wonderful for jungling as effect with armor, which helps you take a lot of the jungle damage right off the bat, and also the armor in fact does damage for you as Rammus, so it just makes it much easier.
Minions have spawned.
Here, minions have just spawned, but the golem here at blue buff actually doesn't spawn until 1 minute 55 seconds. So we have a few more minutes for this to, or a few more seconds for this to happen. We'll go ahead and wait here for this time. And it's pretty straightforward. It does help if someone can leash, and what leashing is someone that first attacks him before you. We'll go ahead and start attacking. And go ahead and throw up your W right away. And I like to pop a health pot just to kind of make sure it's help me get through this. Here I have him targeted, and I'm really watching his health right now, so I can use my smite once he's able to be smited and killed. There was a little off, but only by about one hit, so not too big a deal. Here we'll go ahead and finish up blue buff, and this will also level you. And as second ability, I go ahead and pick up my power ball, which helps you move from jungle spot to jungle spot a little bit quicker and do a little bit of that damage that you want. So we're going to go ahead and power ball up and run in here to the wolves. And go ahead and pop your W right off the bat. I'm going to go ahead and pop another health pot too, just to kind of get me a little bit more topped off. So we finish up here to the dragon or wolves. Now I'm going to go ahead and head over to here to the race. Now I don't pop my Q right off the bat because, well, if for some reason you mess up, you can actually stop your Q. It'll end before you get there, so you lose all that extra damage that you would normally be doing. Once you level up here at race, you're going to go ahead and again level up your ball curl, which is going to really help you pump through red buff quite simple. I'm going to go ahead and pop one more health pot to start this off. Get my ball curl, go in, and defensive curl right off the bat. Now you should know that you can't defensive curl and use your Q at the same time. It just doesn't work that way. Pop it one more time, and here he's about getting in smite range now. There we go. Now we have red buff and blue buff. I'm going to pop my last pot before I go over here to golem. Go ahead and pop in a golem here, nice and easy. You do get a little low, but it's nothing now that you have both buffs and with your defensive curl that you can't do. Now something that's kind of important, as you saw with my, once I got into my Powerball stance there, that I backed off and came back at him. That's just kind of to make sure that the Powerball actually goes off onto the guy, because you can just sit there and spin in front of him, and you don't want that wasted time of just spinning there for no reason and not be killing your jungle. Now, as you saw, we leveled with Golem. We're going to go ahead and get Taunt now. And what this does, it really allows us to gank. Now as Rammus, I like to get my ninja boots first, right off the bat. I like to pick up a ward and a health pot too, depending on how much money I have, how quick I did things.
An enemy has been slain.
Now you can see here, well, they were pushed down pretty good down here, but since our bots managed to kill them, there's no need for me to go bottom and try to help gank. Now we got top lanes pushed up really well too, so it's really kind of hard to gank a pushed lane. So that's something you also want to be aware of even if you're just a laner and you're not jungling, to maybe not push so hard and wait for your jungler to come up and help gank real quick, and then both of you can push a lane real hard and really get that tower damage. Now here we're gonna see what I can do with Soraka if I get a chance. Go ahead and go in. We'll see, which is kind of close to tower, but no, normally we're not. We're dealing with bots, but normally we should have been able to kill Soraka there, but that's no big deal. This is just a kind of guide to show you how things should be going.
An ally has been slain.
It's important to make sure you keep that jungle up, you know, but really be aware of what's going on in all the other lanes, because that's the most important thing for a jungler, is to be cognizant about, you know, your little mini map and see where things are happening. That way you can get there. Now once I hit level 5, I'm going to go ahead and again get Taunt. In fact, from now on, that's the only thing I'm going to be putting my skill points into, is Taunt, until it's maxed out. Because Taunt it's very valuable in ganking. Okay, here we got Shen. See what we can do to Shen. Pop a power ball, taunt him. We should be able to finish him off with no problem. There he is. Again, these are bots, so it is a little easier than normal, but that just kind of gives you a quick rundown of what's going on. And now our blue's back up, and we can go ahead and take blue again. Now this time you'll see how much easier it is to take blue buff, even with such low mana right now. As long as you can pop your power ball, I'm sorry, your defensive ball, it's really easy to jungle with Rammus, so you shouldn't have any problem.
Executed. An ally has been slain.
Now I'll just show you kind of quick. Once we hit level 6, go ahead and get your ultimate and your R ability, which is wonderful for real once you're chasing down someone or just in any team fight. It's very helpful.
Executed.
Now here we're going to kind of speed up, and once I hit appropriate level, we'll go kill the dragon. Alright, here we are in front of dragon. Now something you need to know is Rammus, you cannot powerball dragon, which unfortunately kind of sucks since you can't get that extra damage, but you can go ahead and go in there, pop your Q or W right off the bat, and I taunt the dragon just to reduce some of that armor, make sure you can hit a little bit easier. And of course, it's always easier to do dragon if you do have help, but obviously that's, you know, as a jungler, you don't necessarily need that, and it helps your team out at the same time. But here you can see we can do dragon. We're going to be able to do dragon pretty easy here, you know, nothing too hard. I do pop a couple health pots just to just to make it a little safer.
Executed.
There's a little close, but we sure got him down. And as you can see, the only items that I do have are thorn mail and my ninja boots.
Right.
So that's pretty much Rammus jungling real quick for you. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below, or go to angrylemongaming.com and leave any questions and comments you have. Thanks.